Previously on Army Men Civil War. General McLear, a dispatch of Grey troops just took off from the beaches towards Blue Shores. I knew those sneaky Greys were up to something. Run Protocol D, get our troops onto the shore defenses and retreat all civilian populations back inland. Also, you better send word to the Tans that an alliance is in order between our two factions. You're going to regret this, Jason. You're a fool to believe you will gain anything from making war with every single clan in the Plastic Kingdom. Mark my words, Jason. We'll be taking our vengeance for this betrayal. Hey guys, what's going on? Daily Tactics here, and I am back with another episode of the Army Men Civil War mod. Now today, the Tans want to get revenge and attack the Greys, who set them up and caused the Blues to attack one of their tank depots a while back. So this is really just sort of a revenge mission here, and the Tans are launching an all-out attack. They mainly comprise of tanks because that is, of course, their specialty. They have quite a few here, but they're also bringing back their new weapon, the flamethrowers here. And these bad boys caused quite a bit of damage in the last episode, but this time they've learned their lesson. They have probably only like 10 of them on the field total, and they are spread out between their troops pretty far. So really, if any of them explode at all, it won't cause too much damage, and hopefully they'll actually be able to utilize them for good. Now for the Greys, for the Greys, they've got a whole trench system in place here, probably from the last war that occurred, probably just still set up, you know. And they've got some M60s, they've got some M1 Grands, M16A4s, grease guns, and then of course their most powerful weapon, which is artillery. They have a whole bunch of it. So there's one artillery piece here, one artillery piece here, there's one here. Then there's 3 in the very back here. So basically, we're having the army with the strongest tanks going up with the army against the strongest anti-tank / artillery. So this will be kind of an interesting battle to see how it goes and how each side will do. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and press start. And the Tans are moving forward here, as we can see. Tons of tanks coming forward all at once. Also, their troopers are marching forward in squads. We've got a few sprinters here. We're going to go ahead and stop them because they're just on a suicide run. It's that weird bug that they just like to sprint forward, basically, and get themselves killed. So we're going to stop that. Either way, some artillery fire is already coming in. We see this tank was hit pretty hard. Its crew might be concussed, but I think it's actually still alive. Seeing as we saw no one bail out, I'm not sure. But the rest of the tanks are coming forward as well. Oh, also, from the comment section, I got a few people asking if I would retreat troopers if the majority of a trench had fallen, and it was really just a few guys, and they'd retreat back to the next line of defense, and that sounded very, very reasonable to me, especially considering that's what would likely happen in a real battle. So it's kind of like the rule we had before. Look at this Grey soldier standing bravely to a bunch of tanks coming in. It's kind of like the other rule that we have with tanks, where if tanks are able to be repaired quickly, then we will repair them for whichever side, you know? So that's sort of what we're doing. Either way, it seems like a lot of the lighter tanks here are getting stopped in their tracks by the Grey artillery. A few artillery pieces have gone down, but they're doing a pretty good job of stopping the tank advance. The Grey soldiers also have a good number of bazookas, which are, of course, very powerful against tanks. So those should be pretty effective as well. Look at this M24 Chaffee just running down guys in this trench, coming on through, barreling forward. Really, they're using the Blitzkrieg strategy yet again. It's probably the Tans' favorite strategy, as their tanks move much, much farther ahead than their infantry. Look, the infantry hasn't even made it to the first trench line here. And the Tan tanks actually are leaving behind a good number of Grey soldiers, but probably not enough to do a decent stand. But we do see that there's probably like 20, 30 Grey soldiers back here. Like we said, we're going to try and retreat them here. Retreat the lines back just a smidge so that they can live on and fight another day. Alright, so the second trench area is now under attack from Tan tanks, and the infantry is following up from behind. This guy, oh my god. I think he's gone. I have a hunch he's gone. Either way, we do see the Grey artillery is firing away at these tanks. hoping to get a few shots. These guys also even have bazookas with them. I didn't realize I set these guys up with such heavy weaponry. If they get downed in their artillery pieces, they'll just whip out their bazooka and take those out. Either way, lots of tanks getting stopped in their tracks at this trench line. It seems like a very effective area. A few guys hiding behind a canoe here as they see tanks just sort of surrounding them, but they ooh, his buddy died, but he's still alive. They sadly don't have any bazooka or anything like that to oh, okay, bye. They didn't have a bazooka to take out any of those tanks, which is sad to see, but oh well. We see a few M60s here fighting away. Some M1 Grands as well. This guy's lost his helmet and he's like Spider-Manning to the wall there. Interesting. No bazookas here to take out the last of these tanks. These artillery pieces really need to fire away and get those. Let's see, is that shot going to connect? It looks like one of them did. But was it enough to take out the tank? No, it was not. Oh, okay. Wow, took out the tank, but also took out this little sandbag filled with troopers. Oh, they got knocked out. All right, so we're going to retreat them back to the next line. And I think it's time to retreat this line as well, if they can go. This guy here can retreat back as well. You know, just pull them back, bit by bit. These guys still have enough troopers to sort of hold. Basically, if it's like one or two guys in a trench, basically alone fighting the enemy, then we'll retreat them back, that sort of thing. Look at these guys with the M1 Grands bravely taking a stand against the tan infantry that has just been barreling forward, really, meeting little to no resistance. I mean, they have taken losses here, as we can see. There's a flamethrower troop who bit the dust, but overall their tanks took the brunt of the battle here, but they have no tanks left, so it's going to be all up to the infantry now, and they're going up against multiple more trenches of the Greys. Ooh, and an artillery strike hits the tan lines. Oh, wow. These artillery strikes are brutal against the tans right now. They just lost like half of their army because they were a little too clustered together. They need to spread out a bit more and get moving. The more they move, the less likely they are to be hit by this artillery, which is just, oh my god, devastating them. That is tough right there. And they're even sort of shrinking back from the challenge now. What are you guys doing? Are you retreating? Oh, we do have some tanks, though, that need repair, so we're going to toss repairs on these tanks here. Mainly light tanks, it does appear, but... yeah, actually, all light tanks, so... we're going to get repairs down on those. No, there's a Sherman over here, too. As the infantry just gets peppered by artillery strikes from the Greys from afar, just taking out their infantry bit by bit. I think they're trying to retreat back out of range of this artillery before it can really hit them. I don't think that's working. They're still getting some good light arms fire out, although not a ton. It's a brave guy with a grease gun coming forward. Another artillery launches and hits back here. I don't know if it killed any tans. Either way, tank repairs are underway, so hopefully we do see some of those coming forward and helping out, maybe taking out one or two of those pieces of artillery. That's all they really need is those to be gone, and they can proceed forward, take out the Grey infantry, which is still alive. And as we can see, I mean, there's a good amount of Grey infantry still alive. We got this M1 Grand firing off, M16A4 doing it as well. No bueno. Still getting peppered with that artillery. Oof. That is brutal. Here comes a Stuart, which seems to be back in operation here. Moving forward, this M24 Chaffee's getting repaired by a flamethrower unit. This guy's got many skills, apparently. Alright, here comes the cavalry. Coming forward. We'll see if it can take on this artillery without getting killed. We will see. It's stopping. I don't think stopping is the right move here. I think it's just got to barrel forward, try to avoid getting shot. Don't stop. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Aw, man. I think stopping is going to be the death of these tanks. Grenade going out way up here into this trench line. I didn't realize how far forward the tan troopers had come. They're still getting gunned down a little bit, but it seems like the artillery strikes are... Ooh, I say that, and then they get hit by like 3 heavy, heavy strikes right there. Where'd the Stuart go? Oh, it's up here. It's way, way up here, actually. Trying to do a little bit of flank. Gunning for some of these gray soldiers as it goes. Where'd you go? Did it die? Oh no, it's still alive. It's just injured. Alright, can we get more repairs down on this bad boy? Slap some repairs on that flamethrower troop coming out of the tank. I didn't know you were part of the crew, my man, but... Oof! That's it. I think it's down to 1 unit. We're not going to hop him out of the tank, or else they are really screwed. Oh, but it's okay. Another M24 Chaffee coming forward. Tans are still in this thing, and their infantry's doing a good job proceeding forward. It's just that artillery is brutal. Luckily, it's mainly targeting this Stuart over here. The Stuart has not fallen completely. It's still got 1 crew member in it, holding down, probably gunning and trying its best alone. Oof, this tank gets hit by a heavy artillery strike right there, and its crew bails out. It is gone, sir. It is gone indeed. Another Stuart back here, though. And this tank is not under repair. Why aren't you getting repaired, good sir? There we go. Now that's under repair. This one also needs to be repaired. I don't know why they didn't repair in the first place. But we got some infantry back here as well, just not partaking in the battle. So we're going to get these guys forward a little bit. Just because we want to see everyone fighting away here. Okay. So the Tans seem to be occupying this 1 trench and gunning away at the Greys still a little bit. Getting a few more kills here and there. But I mean, these artillery pieces are just absolutely brutal. Why is this guy off his artillery piece? That was weird. What happened to that Stuart? I have a bad feeling it probably died. Oh my god, another artillery hitting the Tan infantry there. Just not a good time to be a Tan soldier one bit, as they are getting just horrifically struck with all sorts of badness right now. I guess that's one way to describe it. I don't know. Badness, yeah. Go with that. Trying to get some cool screenshots, maybe for a nice thumbnail here. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's a cool one. I like that. They're lining the trenches. They're still putting up a good fight here. They just need tank support. And here comes a M24 Chaffee, ready to save the day. I think this thing had its engine blown out, and that is the problem. So we'll duck their crew out of that. Are any of these actually, like, salvageable, do you think? You know, sometimes the crew just gets knocked out, but all of these actually seem to be, like, dead. Yeah, I think they all are dead. So we'll just bring that crew forward here. Gray artillery still striking away. Oof. And the Tan troops are probably not having a great time. Here comes the last tank that the Tans have at their disposal. The field goes quiet for a little bit here. Ooh, it's getting struck. Crossing over the ice. Hopefully this ice is nice and thick so it doesn't fall through. It gets 1 shot off. I don't know where that landed. It didn't connect with that artillery piece, nor that one, so really nothing there. But it's going pretty far forward. It's doing a nice flank, using this house as cover, and it is firing its MG. Getting a few kills from that trench. No, don't stop. That's the death of you right there if you stop. It did fire a rocket. Was it aiming for this, but hit back there? It's still proceeding forward. Oh, it got hit once, twice, and its crew bails out. Grease gun action here as this guy fires away, but then gets blown to smithereens. Dang, and now it's just up to some Tan infantry. That's all they got left at their disposal. Fighting really not many Greys. It's just that artillery that's crushing them. That is tough right here. Here comes a random soldier, no gun, running around. There we go. He finds a bazooka, picks it up. Nice weapon choice there, sir. Ugh, this is a tough battle. These defenders are just holding super strong, not giving an inch. We haven't had an attacker win a victory in quite a while. I don't know where these artillery pieces are firing at. But seriously, attackers have just had the worst luck. Alright, let's go for one last charge with these Tans. Why not? It's all or nothing right now. We're sending all of their men forward. I think they do have enough men if the artillery pieces weren't there to take them out, but that the artillery pieces are still firing at them is the real problem here. They're the ones causing the majority of the damage. And these guys are making it pretty far forward. If they can shoot these artillery pieces, maybe just a quick bazooka round, my dude. Come on, you got this, you got this, you got this. Fire, fire, fire. Come on, man. You can do it. Just fire. It's right there. It's literally right there. Okay, I'm doing it for him. Boom. It was as simple as that, my dude. But it's kind of too late. There's only 3 troopers left. And I think we're going to retreat them. We're going to retreat them. Try and get them out of here. As this attack for the Tans has just failed. Come on, dude. No, he's dead. There's still this tank crew over here. Well, let's just get you guys back. Try and get out of here. McLear wouldn't want you dead. He'd rather you guys lived, I think. Oh my god, wait. This tank is operational. This tank is operational. Oh, no. It's got its hull damaged. Never mind. It won't run. It won't. Or, sorry, its engine's damaged. You see how it's broken right there? That means it just will not move. No repairs can be done either. So there's no point. Alright. The Greys will allow these guys to retreat. It was a tough battle. Obviously the Greys took a beating. But, I mean, these artillery pieces saved them. Only 2 remain, but they were still highly, highly effective. We can see the death toll here. So yellow are the Tan and red are the Greys. And as we can see, the Tans did take some losses early on here, but just not many. They did really, really well up until this point where those last 3 artillery pieces were within striking distance. And from then on, they just took heavy, heavy losses, including their tank losses, went up exponentially right around where these 3 artillery pieces were situated. So obviously the Tans needed a better strategy or something, or just more tanks or more infantry, just more of everything to win this battle. But either way, it's not all bad for the Blue-Tan alliance right now, because they did have a blue victory in that sort of D-Day-esque invasion. So it's at least some good news for this alliance. And I guess if you're rooting for the Greys, there's some good news for the Grey army as well, as they did have a pretty solid victory here. They held fast and they maintained their territory. So some good news all around for each side. Either way, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment and subscribe if you did. Check out my Discord, Overtone, and Instagram and Twitter, Patreon. All those fun links are in the description if you'd like to check those out. We're a pretty fun community on all those things. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.